Okay, Mr. Reed here. We're on section 7.4 and 7.5. What is the simplified form of the expression? Well, we're going to do these two. Hopefully by now we realize that we're taking a power right here raised to a power. So all we're going to do is multiply those. So we get m to the 14th power. That's it for that one. And this one here, what we want to do on this one, do it a couple of ways, but if we think back to what we were told in our tutorials, that if we have a negative power, we simply move it to the denominator. Oops, it looked like a 7. So we move that to the denominator, and it gives me 1 over k squared to the 9th power. So now I'm just going to come out with 1 over 9 times 2, again, power to a power, so k to the 18th power. And that's it for number 2. Okay, number 3, what is the simplified form of this expression? Well, this negative comes into play after we do this other stuff. We've got a power to a power, which is simply going to give me h to the 20th. But we have to apply that negative. So we're going to have negative h to the 20th. And that's it for that one. Okay, so number 4. Suppose a white dwarf star has a diameter. This is just some science stuff. White dwarf star diameter of approximately 1.6692 times 10 to the 4th. So first, let's figure out what that is. Well, that's just 1. We write it 6,692. And that's times 10 to the 4th. That just means we're moving the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I'm going to have 100 and I got 16692. So the diameter is 16,692. We have to figure out our radius, and that's half the diameter. So we're going to divide that in half, and that gives me 8,346. Then it says we want to square that. We want to square that radius, so we have to square that. When we do that, we get 69,000 or 69,655,716. And then it says to multiply that. Right here it says to multiply that times 4 times pi. 4 times pi, which is 3.14 times 4, which is times 12.56. So if I do all that mess, I get on my calculator a huge number, 874, 875, 792.96. So we want to put this in scientific notation, so we're going to move our decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places. So that's going to give me 8 I'm going to round 8.75 times 10, and I moved the decimal point 8 places, so I got 10 to the 8th. So that's it, 8.75 times 10 to the 8th.